the mindset around research and innovation within the real estate industry, which is the actual consumer of this technology, and the supply chain, who believes in actually surviving through the situation or possibly trying to make quick opportunistic bucks out of whatever product they can sell, and not having a long term view is something which is actually a bigger killer. I'm going to talk about five M's, which will make sure that the Make in India works very well for reality. So Make in India becomes reality for reality sector. So that's something which we need to understand. So the first M I do want to talk about is mindset. And while I did hear from Sudarshan when he talked about quality being an important factor over here, worldwide there is a term known as LCC, and we all know that LCC stands for life cycle costing. So people, when they want to basically choose a particular equipment or do certain level of procurement, the value engineering and life cycle costing goes hand in hand. In India, that LCC is known as lowest capital cost, especially in the real estate sector. We do want to make sure that anything which is being bought in the real estate sector, and I can't blame the real estate industry for what is happening for the last 2 years because of the pandemic and other issues. And at the same time, some of it is their own making. As I said, that the greed of some of the developers who had basically brought an ill repute to the real estate industry has actually created a chasm for a huge chasm for the credibility of the real estate industry. The second one, which is on the mindset, is research and innovation. We are yet to see that investment from the real estate industry and from generally the industry which is trying to work as a supply chain to this industry to try and put in more effort in research and innovation. So if Sudarshan says that I'm not looking at only China, I'm trying to buy things from outside other countries which are actually well advanced, why do I have to look at Germany for precision tools? Why can't actually that be done over here? When the manufacturing of some of these cars, German cars, is happening here, why can't that be done over here? But then the fact remains that the mindset around research and innovation within the real estate industry, which is the actual consumer of this technology, and the supply chain, who believes in actually surviving through the situation or possibly trying to make quick opportunistic bucks out of whatever product they can sell, and not having a long term view is something which is actually a bigger killer. The third one, which is related to this in mindset, is respecting intellectual property. We saw a huge pandemonium in this pandemic around vaccine. I mean, you saw that India, some of these vaccine manufacturers were reluctant to basically pass on the technology to India because they felt that India does not respect intellectual property that much. And that possibly is one of the reasons we don't see some good manufacturing entities coming, or possibly trying to do a tech transfer to Indian, or maybe try and do a tech partnership with the Indian manufacturing entities, which can help actually improve the situation over here with respect to getting quality product. The second M is money, obviously, which is basically the amount of money which should go into investment in manufacturing, investment in research and innovation, the sources of it. How do you make sure that you make those sources available for that investment is something which is absolutely critical for this. The third one, the third end which I'm going to talk about is again one more critical one, is manufacturing infrastructure. Whether it is about policy clearance, whether it is about red tapeism, whether it is about logistical infra. I mean, you look at any of those cities, any of those urban centers which houses our industrial belts, you will see that the internal roads of those industrial belts is completely appalling. I mean, you can't drive your two-wheelers or four-wheelers, or even the trucks who basically move out from those places are actually trucks who are basically scaring everyone on the road, because who knows, one of them will tipple down. The fourth M is around mechanization, technology, and innovation. While we do have, and I hate to say this and I hate to acknowledge this, when India is known to be a labor intensive country, let me tell you guys, there is a bigger problem there. Uh, the challenge which we have not taken up on ourselves, and that is something which I always love to bring up, and I think this was briefly touched by Sebi as well, India as a country moved from primary economy and straight away into tertiary economy, into the service economy, without looking at the growth in the secondary economy, which is where mechanization, technology, innovation in the industry generally failed. But at the same time, within the industry also, construction industry, Raghavan, has been a laggard in adopting anything. If you look at some of those things which are happening elsewhere in the world, we are possibly 5 to 7 years behind them. Whether it is BIM, even though we do talk about them, but then let me tell you that this is more of a lip service at most of the ends. We are yet to see a completely IPD project in real estate industry which has seen an end-to-end implementation of technology. The last M is about manpower shortage. We do talk about dividend, demographic dividend. Raghavan, I would like to bring upon skill dividend over here. 70% of our demographic dividend is actually an underprivileged one. They don't have access to resources, they don't have access to opportunities, which is where the challenges are, which is what we see as shortages in skills, not just in the research and innovation piece, but in the manufacturing entity also, and for that matter, even in the usage pattern of how we see it.